Alright, so I'm here in Texas Canyon, which is inside the Rowher Flats OHV area. And the mine that I'm exploring today is called the Silver King Mine. And there's an adit right behind me that has been gated with a culvert. But let's have a peek inside anyways. As you can see, it's very crumbly in there, and there's a narrow passage going straight ahead, but there's actually another adit dug right next to this one that it's a little more interesting, so let's go have a look at that one. Okay, so right over there is the adit that I just showed you, and the other adit I mentioned is just right over here. It's kind of interesting that there's two parallel adits dug right next to each other, and this one is gated as well, but I'm gonna go slide in there and show you what it looks like anyways. Okay, so this is what it looks like looking into the other adit at the Silver King mine. You can see it goes down there a ways and then bends off to the right. And I explored this mine several years ago when it wasn't gated, and I remember it goes in maybe about 100 to 150 feet. But this actually connects to that other adit that I showed you. There's like a really tight passageway that's about 4 feet off the floor of the adit on the right side, and that connects to that other crumbly adit. And I remember like finding a dead like coyote in there, but sadly we're not getting into this one because, as you can see, there's a back gate on it. And just to show you, that's looking at the portal. But luckily enough, there is another adit above this one that was actually the main adit to the mine. So we're gonna go check out that one next. Okay, so this is what the upper adit looks like. It's gonna require a short crawl, but it should be pretty easy to get into. So let's go check it out. Okay, I just made it inside the mine, and immediately to my right, there's this dugout section that sort of goes up about 5 feet. But the main tunnel looks like it goes a long way. It's still kind of short right here, so it's hard to move. And alright, I can sort of hunch down now. And let's go check it out. Looks like we're coming up to some water. Some nasty looking water. I have waterproof boots, but for some reason I still don't want to get my feet wet. And okay, so we made it through the flooded section and keeps going. And wow, look at, we're reaching this junction and there's this pillar right here. That's really cool. So off to the left, you can see it's completely filled in, and I'm going to explain why this is filled in a moment. But off to the right, you can see here's the other side of that pillar. There's another passageway that looks filled in as well. And yeah, it goes, looks like you can get back there. I don't remember this being filled in like this the last time I was here. Alright, let me go check that out a bit further. Okay, so I just came down there, and this drift continues on, and it's flooded right here for about 15 feet, but there's a bat back there flying back and forth, so at least we know the air is good. Okay, so I just made my way through the water, and I don't know if you just saw the bat fly over there, but looks like we're reaching, I don't know, I thought there was a passage going off to the right, but never mind. And my voice is echoing like crazy in here. This mine is more extensive than what I remembered it to be. And it just turns off to the left. And wow, it just keeps going. And look, you can see the indentations of ties for ore cart rails. There's Mr. Bat. Ooh. He just flew around me. He's like, I'm getting the fuck out of here. And there's Mr. Mouse right there. And the tunnel ends right over there. So that's the end of this mine. And let's work our way back towards the entrance. It was pretty cool. I forgot that it was this extensive. Okay, so I'm making my way out of the mine. I just came from that way. And I remembered that earlier I mentioned that I would explain why this drift right here is filled in. And well, there are several open cuts above us, or open stopes above us, and this adit right here was a crosscut tunnel, and they dug a raise at the end of the tunnel right here up into those open cuts so they can just send the ore down and collect it in this tunnel. And apparently those big open stopes on top of the mountain are where they got most of the ore. And I'm guessing that the tunnel that we just went down was a exploratory drift, and they were looking for other silver ore. And I'm gonna make my way out of this mine. I'm almost home free, and that's looking back towards the portal.